Hi, this is Tom George with Koodums Chat. And welcome back if you watched my last video where I proved that a non-technical person can create a fully functional AI chatbot in fewer than 5 minutes. And if you can do something like that quickly, think of what you can do if you spend more time. And that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to keep the chatbot that we created in the last video, and we're going to add additional source files to it. So let's get started. First, we're going to do what we did last time, and that is we're going to log in. And now that we're logged in, just like before, we click on Agents at the top of the screen, which takes us to all of our agent files or our chatbot files. Only this time, we're not going to add a file. We're going to click on the file we made in the video, the previous video. Okay, and here we are. And if you recall, we had the chatbot area, and then we had what looks like a form. And you may recall that I said if you can fill out a form, you can build a chatbot. And that's exactly what we did. And we used my wife's website. That's, by the way, the name of her company is Leadership Passport. And here's the website. And that's all we used as source material. And it stored here as web scan data in that file. But now we want to add additional files. So where might we do that in this line of blue shapes? I guess it's this one, isn't it? So let's upload a file. And as you can see here, there are a multiplicity of files that you can use. The first thing you want to do, and two things are going to happen here. First, you go inside the field because you want to insert a file from your PC. At least that's what I'm doing from my PC. So I click on that, and that takes me to a little demo area for what we're doing in this video. And there are 3 files that I want to add, and I picked these for a reason. One is a PDF, the other is an Excel file, and the third is a Word file. So let's click on the first one, the PDF. And immediately it shows up. So now that we have inserted the file into the Koodums platform, now we need to upload it. So we click on Upload and say OK. And now it's in the process of doing just that, creating a new source file. Now, the amount of time that takes depends on the size of the file, whether it's a website like last time, or in this case, a PDF file. So let's wait for this to upload successfully. It shouldn't take much longer. And then we'll go from there. And there we have it. The file has uploaded successfully, and you know it's successful if it takes you back to your form page, I like to call it. Let's look down and check. And what do you see? You see that we now have 2 files. The web scan data file that we produced in the last video, and now the file that we just downloaded. So I want to add 2 more files, but to save time, I'm going to move to another identical file, just like we did in the previous video, and I likened it to a cooking show, where you show the ingredients, you put them all together, you put them on the stove or in the oven, and instead of waiting for them to cook, you go to an identical dish that's finished, and you show it. So that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to go back, and we're going to go to the identical file. And again, here it is, but what's the difference you see? Right here, you see those 3 files that I said I was going to add. So the web scan data from the last video and the 3 files that I showed you a few moments ago. The PDF file, the Excel file, and the Word file. So now let's test it, see if it works. So we'll go up here. And last time we asked questions like, what does Leadership Passport do? And a funny one, am I a bad leader? If you want to see how it responded to those, you'll see that in the last video. But in this one, we're going to ask some new questions that are relevant to the new files. And let's see how well the chatbot responds. So the first one is, Does Leadership Passport, or LP, offer training? Let's see what we get. Yes, it does. Wonderful. That's what I'm looking for, because it does offer training, all kinds of training. Okay, the next question is, any LP personnel on podcast? Let's see what it says. Good. It did show it. Yes, there are personnel that have appeared on LP podcast, and that's what I'm looking for. So it works. Our chatbot works. It's a little smarter than it was in the previous video, and that's a good thing. Well, that's all I have for now, but I'm looking forward to showing you more in future videos, so stay tuned. And until then, this is Tom George with Koodums Chat, signing off.